The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Basil Chapman.
Hi everyone, Basil Chapman, Tiger Technicians on the 17th day of May. My pleasure to be here, noon to 1 p.m. each market day. And we've got the Dow down 22 at 24,745. This is going to be very interesting for a couple of reasons. I am anticipating a day of rest, a mixed, I'd say to subscribers, if certain parameters were hit. If you're interested in getting my newsletter, because you are following the market either by wanting to read the headline of my Trader's Corner, which is a paragraph that kind of sums up everything in just about 7 or 8 lines, and then I go on to all the positions. But if you want to go into more detail, I've got the 120-minute chart, the Dow chart, the E-minis, the S&P E-mini in daily, weekly, and 120-minute chart, give parameters, etc. And what I'd say is I think there's a good chance of a mixed close today, especially if at about 2:15 there's a slight weakness in the Dow, maybe slight strength in the, say, the IWM or the NASDAQ or the Qs. It looks to me like there's a preparation for tomorrow, which could be a little bit more volatile than we've seen today. We have seen whipping up and down, but it's within a very narrow range. The E-mini is only up $1.50 at 2,724.50, and you can see we still need that leg D in the Chapman rate. You don't have to get it because it's in a retracement failure mode. That's just explanatory. It's not implying that things should fail. It says you're underneath a couple of previous very strong higher high. Let's see, how can I put this? Highs, although they're lower highs. The 2882.25 high of February the 2nd, the week of February 2nd. Then you've got the next high of 2807.25, and that was, let me just check when that was. I think that was in April, March the 16th. And so those are the resistance points. Couple of things are going on. The weekly charts are still not that great in the Dow and the S&P. What's really important as far as I'm concerned is that the arch formation has continued to follow the pattern that we drew way back. There it is in the weekly charts. So give you parameters. There should be, at least by Monday, there should be some kind of an attempt to get to 2741, 2742 or higher. That would be leg D in the E-mini. That means that the support at 2720 to 2714 is very important to hold. Within the context of the different markets, look, here we go. INDU, the Dow itself is down a little. It's down 16 at 24,752. It was a little lower, it was a little higher. It's just stuck in a little range here. 24,650 is the 9-period exponential moving average. Any further weakness between now and tomorrow, that's key to hold. I'd put that at 24,650 to 24,560. That's the key support that must hold over the next few days. And there should be an attempt to go to a leg D in the Dow about 24,868. The S&P. The S&P right now is up a little, up 2.45. It needs to break above, I'll type this in, 2742.10. 2742.10, make it very light because it's only a way station on the way. Okay, it needs to get to 2742.11 to start leg D, and then we have to start making decisions about what's going on, certainly because we are still long the Dow. That's one of the decisions we'll have to make, and I'll base it both on the Dow and the S&P. Both of them are acting pretty good in terms of the daily chart formations, and the technicals are holding very well. It's the weekly charts that the weekly chart of the S&P is a tad better than the Dow, but not great. The monthly charts are both very good. Let's go to the Qs. The QQQ NDX 100 power shares trading up Oh, now it's down 4 cents at 168.94. I suspect it's led the way up. It's now bumping to tremendous resistance in the 169s to the 171 area. I think it's going to have another attempt to rally there, and that's going to be key, and I'll explain what I'm looking at. You remember we made a high of 175.21 back in January. The last one was in the Qs. January was the 26th was the down the S&P. The Qs went on the 13th, I believe it was. Yep, the 13th of March at 175.21. Peak F, gap down. Well, you know what? We've gone into the gap. The gap high of the week of the 23rd of March is 169.22, and the all-time high week had a gap low of 170.90, and we've already been to 170.82. It's amazing how these things work. We missed by 9 cents filling the big gap. That's going down very sharply, about about 8% from the 175 high to the 153, and that's a little more. So isn't that interesting? So good action. Weekly chart on the Qs is improving. Monthly chart still looks very good. Daily charts is getting a little bit tired. I'm not sure about downside action when the stochastic's at 84% and the MACD is still very strong. I think it's more support should hold. There should be a couple of more tries to get into that gap and maybe trade and touch 171. That'll be very impressive. Okay, now we've got the IWM, which of course has been leading the way. And in this particular instance, it's still at up 0.55%, up 88 cents at 161.80. I've got this as a leg F. There's a chance that we've got something that is very unusual. It's called an unconventional Chapman wave instant restart. I don't want to get into that right now. To say stochastic at an 89% is really good. The MACD is strong. The weekly chart is really improved. I don't think I think this is a leg B. That to me is very important. And how we close tomorrow in the IWM is going to tell me a ton of stuff. Now, not only that, we've got the chance here. I wonder if I should do this. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm calling this potential Chapman wave propeller shaft consolidation that was made back in July, that's almost a year ago, of 2017, started around about, it's about now May, going into the breakout of September. That oval pattern right there, I'm taking a lot of importance to that. I'm saying that that's going to turn out to be really important. So the Russell 2000 ETF, excellent action broken out. I would not be surprised if this is not leg F, but it's actually an alternate count leg G in the leg B in the monthly. Wow, wouldn't that be something? Very bullish. And it says that any pullback should hold. It's at 161.79 right now. The whole area of 152 to 147 is going to be key support if there's a big turn down for whatever reasons, political, who knows what it is. Now, I need to do this. Wow, breaking news, Hawaii's Kilauea volcano has erupted, sending plume of ash about 30 something. Wow. Man, I tell you, what do you do with nature when it does these sorts of things? Watching the show last night on hummingbirds. I've always loved hummingbirds, but what incredible little machines they are. I'll be right back. The Dow's up 51.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters.
Basil takes your phone calls. Now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Folks, we're back. So a couple of things. I was just listening to the ad for Dave White. I went to the webinar last night. I'm about education. I love to educate myself. I like to be able to do that for subscribers, to explain what we're doing, why we're doing it. We've had some beautiful trades, really nice double-digit gains so far, looking very good. But at the same time, it was really very interesting, and I enjoyed it. And I have to say thank you, Dave. It was really a very educational and well worth it webinar you gave on options last night, the way you go about it, etc. All right, now let's go to the, I got Macy's here. Why did I put Macy's? Macy's, yeah, that's fantastic. I don't know how I got to Macy's. I think I was looking for something else. Trading up $1.19 at 34.37, great earnings. Really turned the corner. This is very good. It should hit 35.46, strong resistance in the weekly chart. Leg C, I'm calling it in the weekly chart. 34.37 up $1.20 right now. Very nice action in Macy's. I'm so pleased. I wouldn't like to see some of these famous retailers just kind of fade into the dust. Could still happen, but this is a good sign. Anyway, all right, let's get. I want to finish this up as quickly as I can. I'll tell you why. This is the overview. Look, the gold is down $2. It's really struggling. The weekly chart is suggesting that there should be a bounce fairly soon. Then maybe another few days as the dollar takes a breather and the yen takes a breather. And what it'll do, 1305 to 1307 is strong resistance. We'll see what happens. Is it able to bounce above the 9-period moving average in the weekly chart, try to get to the daily chart where it broke down at 1315. I can see a nice bounce coming anytime in the next, from next week. Let's do that. We'll go right to the dollar at this moment. The dollar is up a little bit. It's up 16 cents at 93.54. We remain along the dollar. It's the first time we've actually got almost a point out of this move out of the UUP, which is the trading vehicle, lousy instrument. But anyway, it's the only thing we've got. And so, I mean, that's still pretty darn good. So we've been along the dollar since about 90.07 through the UUP, and it's trading at 93.55. That's a very nice percentage gain on a currency. That's very good. Weekly chart suggesting it will try for the 94.22s at some point. That's the left side highs back in 2017 that are very important. That's the one in December. So let's see what happens. Very good support between 92.20 and 91.80 over the next week and a half. That's what I'm watching. Okay, I need to do this real quickly. High-grade copper. Look, high-grade copper is just stuck in a range. Missing crude oil. a lot of questions. I'll deal with crude oil in a moment in more detail. Right now, I'm just saying I've got this as G/C in the daily chart. MACD is good, but flattening out. Stochastics at 86%, very good. On balance, volume is suggesting to me we are really close. This matches what I'm looking at in the dollar of just some kind of a pullback. I'm only calling it a pullback because this pattern here, the Chapman wave stalk leg formation, that eventually turns out that the neck continues high, even though it makes a little beak right there and goes into the body. The thrust of the move as a propeller shaft, where you go from the low to the oval. The oval becomes the centrifugal force, that pivot point, the axle, and then you go up about the same percentage to the upside. That's suggesting that there's a breakout and that there's really good support in the 70 to 69, maybe 68, 70 area for crude oil on any pullback coming. Still very positive looking weekly chart. Now I want to run these, TLT. The TLT has made a low, and that's gone below the left side low. It's used up all its time. Not good. The weekly chart, we have to wait until tomorrow to see if it's able to close above 116.51, the low that was made earlier in the year in the arch formation. And I'll tell you what's very interesting here is that the TBT is in leg E in the daily. I think it's going to go to 39.87 or higher, which will start leg D in the weekly and leg C in the monthly. Still way under the high that was made back in December of 2016 at 42.72. Still very positive action. I'm going to go to, I don't want to do it now. I'm going to just set it up. So what I'll talk about as we go into the yield chart, within the context of the questions that I have, I'm going to run that right now. The questions about the semiconductor, it's very important. Question about Cisco, Apple, Microsoft, Intel, IBM, all important Dow stocks. Questions about get coffee quotes for TFNN. I guess that's just an ad that came across. Baltic Dry Index. You know, I must call a trade station. I don't know what I've called them before. I don't know what the symbol is. I used to be able to get it, and then it disappeared. Questions about the XRT, the retail area, and questions about the XLI and the transports. Wow, just a ton of stuff. Here we go. So look at this. We went to a leg D a couple of days ago in the weekly chart. Finally, that's how powerful the Chapman wave methodology is. That, you know, we had patience. We said this is a peak C1, C2. It's a high-level consolidation. Yields should go higher. In the interview I did the other day with Jim Pavlova on Financial Sense that was recorded for broadcast at 11 o'clock on Saturday, called Financial Sense News Hour, I discussed yields, discussed them in great detail, just as I do right here. And what I'm looking at is the 5-year is broken out much sharper than the 10-year. The 10-year is broken out much sharper than the 30-year. That's kind of the way it's been all year, actually since October, where the 5-year has been leading high. And look at the cluster formation, how they're almost ready to overlap. And that, I think, is later on. Crude oil, dollar, and yields are going to be the synthesis, the combined effect that's going to tell us whether or not this market has legs to retest the Dow and S&P all-time high, or we're going back to test the support in the Dow 13,500, 300 area, 23,000, sorry, 500, 300 area. Okay, let's get out of this. Now, here we go. Questions. Let's go backwards. So the SOX index, SOX, so I have this notated. Let's go to the SMHs, which is the vehicle, the one that I've done the most work on, and the vehicle that we're long via the SOXL. Nice move up. It's unchanged right here at 106.58, 106.52. The SMHs made a peak B at 107.37. That was higher than the 17th of April high of 106.15, but it hasn't closed decisively there. It's closed a little bit above it. I want to see a close above 107.37. Then I'm going to say I have officially got a buy mode, changing the plus sign to an up arrow, which suggests we should go to at least a leg D in the daily chart. But the real effort here is to see what happens between 107s and 108.56, the high of the week of the 29th of January, before it skyrocketed on the week of the 16th to 114.55. Why? Because if it starts to fail there, you could have a head and shoulders pattern that just says, you know what, now we can do some retesting of the 99, 95 area. Let's just do one thing at a time. So far, the weekly chart is improved a lot, but the technicals, the MACD hasn't broken up, and stochastic hasn't gone to about the 47, 52% area to 36%. Still early in the game. I'm suspecting that the semiconductors will start to fail fairly soon. And that's going to be the big tip of, wow, is that the break already? All right, well, we've got plenty of time. So back to our story here. The SMHs, NVIDIA has led the way up, led the way down, and right now it's up $3.43, having made a peak C. Will it go to an all-time high? I'll discuss that when we get back.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The TAS Profile Scanner Plus, developed by John Logan and his team, is a standalone piece of software that can change the way you trade. Let the TAS Profile Scanner work for you by scanning over 5,000 financial instruments such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. Right now, you can get a 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner Plus right at TFNN.com. And when you sign up, you gain instant access to John Logan's most recent webinar, How Price, Volume, and Time Make Market Profiles So Unique. This hour-long webinar with John Logan will walk you through the most powerful features of the scanner and how you can use it to become a more successful and profitable trader. You pay absolutely nothing for 30 days while you try out this software risk-free. For more information on the TAS Profile Scanner and to get your 30-day free trial today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, we're back. Dow's up 3, S&P is up 4. Now, there are a couple of things that I'm looking at. NVIDIA, I would not be surprised if the weekly leg D, possible peak D by tomorrow, and the monthly leg D, and this latest spike up to the 260 level, and I've tried other ways. I could give this a different wave count, but really I'm calling it a C. I suspect that there's going to be a peak C1 and a C2 at this particular level, and that the 260.50 all-time high on the 10th of May, 260.50, let me type that in, 260.50 We'll get close. It's at 249. Maybe we get to the two. No, really, if I wanted to call it a peak C1, C2, it'd have to be at least at 258.80, probably 259.50. Then I'd be happy. So that's going to be a big thing for me. And I do believe that NVIDIA's, just based on the chart formation, is starting to run out of upside energy. And that's the reason why I'm saying, look, Applied Materials comes out with earnings today after the bell. It's lagging badly. It's had a spectacular run going from the 15s in 2015 to the 62.40 high of the 12th of March. And now it's trading at 51.86. It had a pullback. I don't know what you call it. It's more than that. 62.40 down to 47 point. Was that 65 or something? 47.74 level. So this to me is just a bounce, and this bounce I'm suspecting is going to fail soon, fairly soon, by next week. So that's kind of what I'm looking at, even though we're along the semiconductors, and there's been a real nice gain in the SOXL. It's up today at $1.18, up 0.73% at 162.85. What's really important about this is it's saying, and if you look at LRCX, Lam Research, same sort of thing. It had a very nice bounce, but it's only a bounce. I think that it's going to struggle a little bit coming up in the next just few months, and then we'll see what happens towards the end of the year. Do the semis come back as leaders? Okay, that's that question there. Oh, and Intel, let me just do that because this is very important. It's almost independent of the others. It seems to be on its own trajectory. It is holding really well, Intel. And at 55.22, 55.79 was that gap up and then failure pattern on the April the 27th. Here's 55.79 all-time high, and then pulls back. I'm calling this for now still a leg F in the day. I can just tell you that if Intel sneaks above, doesn't have to close, it just has to sneak above 55.79. That was the high 3 weeks ago. And I'm calling that not G, but leg C in the weekly chart. At least I think that's what I'll probably call it. And that'll be very positive. Oh, yeah, we go. Cisco. Well, didn't earnings come out? Yeah, down $1.23. Peak F, beautiful. Chapman Wave Peak F top right there. 2-bar reversal as well, Chapman Wave technique. 46.37, the high of the 10th, and 46.27 the following day. Chapman Wave Peak F, 2-bar reversal, down arrow, sell signal to sell mode in the daily. Nothing yet in the weekly. It's just starting to weaken, and I suspect it will weaken more. Leg E in the monthly. We've got to watch that. Okay, next question I had is, I don't want to skip anything here. VIX, when will go up? Is this like January? Yeah, so let me just do this because I mentioned this to my subscribers. It was number on my list of 15 bullet points. It was number 12. And what I said is, I think that next week the VIX, that's the possible week that it starts to move higher. It's at 13.08. And it's under the 9-period moving average in the daily. It's under the 200-period and the 9-period moving average in the weekly at 13.08. I think this has a little bit further to go. I'm looking at this and I'm saying, let me reassess when I get my leg D in the Dow and the leg D in the daily S&P. And if there's how do the Qs break to higher highs, which I think they're going to do, and I think they're going to do it in this phase right now. I think they're going to try to get above 170.82. Do I recount that? Does that become a Chapman Wave instant restart, F/B, and then we're on the way towards the all-time highs? Because the IWM has led the way, the small caps, and that actually happens when the dollar's strong, crude oil. There are a bunch of factors that are really helping the IWM at this particular moment. Okay, here we go. Next question was Apple. Apple is at a peak C. Yeah, it's got that pattern that I always talk about. I love this pattern. I think there's going to be a break to the upside. If you're looking at the put side or the call side, I'm suspecting that at 187.95, there's a chance that by tomorrow's close, oh no, that's a lot. That's 2 points. Pity it's 2 points. If we were down if we were off the 190 strike and we were at 188.50, I'd say, wow, that's a great setup. I can't do that right now. My eye says, and the 120-minute chart says, there should be a B. There should be a pop to at least 189.53 in the next day. 2 days maybe. That'll miss the options expiration, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. So I'm suspecting that Apple's holding beautifully. I suspect it's going to go above the high that was made, all-time high, peak C in the daily, peak C, well, leg C so far on the weekly of 190.37. I'm suspecting we're going to go to 191, maybe even hit 192.50 next week. We'll see. Could be wrong, but that's the way I'm looking at it. Next question. Okay, now, so Sarah, you sent this yesterday as well, Baltic Dry Index, EGLE. I guess this is what it's made up of. I wish I had the symbol for that. I just can't find it. I go to my, look, I'll show you. So you sent Eagle something or other, Eagle bulk shipping, trading up at 55.55, trading up 11 cents. It made, I'm calling this at least for now a peak F, more likely a peak F/B, just at the moment at 596 3 days ago. It's holding very well. The weekly chart is improving. I don't even want to talk about the monthly chart. This is a stock that was at, in 2015, I shouldn't laugh because some people probably still own it. This is a stock that was trading, if it's trading at 555, what do you think the high was in 2015? If I said to you 25, you'd say, wow, that's quite a pullback. I said, no. If I said 125, you say, no way. Trading down, it was down in the fours just a month or two ago. What if I said it hit 231? No. Let me say it went to 349.80 back in November of 2014. I would say that that's a little bit of a hit, and this is a rebound. So let's look at this. So Eagle is doing okay. Salt, S-A-L-T. I think you mentioned that yesterday. So I went to Salt thinking that was the index A, B, C, D, E. So this has gone to a peak. E is pulling back. This is really tough. You know what? Tomorrow is Technical Friday. I hope I have a chance. Geez, I've got a lot to do before then. I hope I have a chance to check out if TradeStation has it listed, because I really need to have the Baltic Dry Index. Okay, there we are. So yeah, but it's pulled back. It's at 755. Salt, whatever it's called, Scorpio bulk shippers, I guess. Oh, builders. Yeah, I think it's shipping builders. All right, it's also doing okay. I'll be back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Just a real quick thing. I had a question about the NQ. I'm doing the NQ continuous contract. It's the NQ, the NDX 100 trading vehicle in the futures. Yeah, that was a peak E right there at the high at 1 o'clock yesterday. Pulls back, and this is a rogue wave. It has all the characteristics of a single leg. Hey, look, stochastic went above 80%. Now it's at 67%. MACD ran up, but nothing like it was at the strength there. Watch closely, because at 6922, if it starts to trade at 6970 or lower, that says there's some news that's out there that is suggesting that it's going to give back much of the gain. It doesn't have to go all the way down to the low of 6898. It just says it can stop here and then try to have another bounce. So the lowercase a, the larger H can become, or an A, uppercase A, could become a little inverted V. Watch it closely. So let's get out of that. And it now says that the rally later today, if there is a rally, there should be a bounce at least. 6931 is the resistance. All right, let's get to our nitty-gritties here. LMT, which is Lockheed Martin, it's up $1.40, but it's stuck. It made a peak here at 363, round number high, way back earlier this year, and it plummeted from there to 363 to 300. So that's your 60. That's an 18 or 19% correction. And it's done it twice. One big pullback, a big bounce close to the high, and then a whopper to the downside. So it's going to take time. Boeing, the question is Boeing up. I'm still saying Boeing as far as I'm concerned. Where did I type that? BA. Boeing trading right now. Didn't I just do Boeing? It's up 2.73 at 343.70. It's just kind of stuck in this arch formation. It might make a second arch formation. I don't think it's going to the high. It's going to take time to get to the high. 371.60 was the high on the 28th. Next question is, Bob wants to know about XRT. I did some of that yesterday, I believe, and then I think I ran out of time. So XRT, no, I didn't. I did the RTH. Doesn't matter. One is the S&P retail, and it has a bunch. It has Groupon, GPS, Gap. It just has, a lot. Let me do this A. I believe that's B. Yep, B, C. Here's the question. You get to a D, you have a big pullback, a very quick A to B, to peak C, pulls back. D, sharp D, comes back again. What is this? Well, just do your wave count. Look, this is an A, gray A, and this becomes an E/B. So at this particular point, the MACD is at 90%. Sorry, the MACD is strong. Stochastic's at 90%. Unbalanced volume is strong. Weekly chart is improving. I like what I see. And make it real simple. By Wednesday of this coming week, in other words, you've got all of today, you've got all of tomorrow, you've got Monday, Tuesday. By Wednesday at this particular show, if the XRT trading at 47.04 up 9 cents is in fact has filled in the gap and tested 46.03, the 9-period moving average, to 45.72, another moving average of importance. What I would say is, yep, consolidation unfolding. But, and this I have to emphasize because fund managers are looking for what's moving, what is in the market that is working, what is not working that we've just got to stay away from. Retail, especially with Macy's doing so well. Well, I don't know if Macy's is in the XRT, but it's doing well, it's helping, is saying that if we only fill the gap partially, maybe make 46.55, the key 46.50, key support in the next 3 days, and in fact, the XRT is able to go above 47.33, hit 47.68, 47.82, somewhere around there. I would say to you, fund managers have found their leading sectors that they can start to put money in through maybe part of the summer. That's what I'm looking at. And that's my feeling. RTH, I'll do that right now. RTH is Van Eck, Market Vectors, Retail ETF. Nice action. I think it's going to a leg D. There is Garrow's, what is this called again? I always forget. Come on. This is parabolic SAR. It's about to break above it. If it does, it could go very quickly to 97.92, which will start leg D. I like it, but the weekly chart says a lot of work to be done, but a shorter term, yes. Costco, COST. Costco is a question again. Costco's up $1.13 to 109. Oh, I haven't notated this. This is a leg F. I'm really calling it the good chance of a B. Instead of an F/B in the monthly, the MACD is good. Stochastics at 85%, way above the 9-period moving average, acting well. Peak A, B, C, D, actually a leg E in the weekly says getting a little tired maybe, but all it needs to do is consolidate. A, B, C, D in the daily. This is amazing. At 199.84, it's got 196.70 to 195.30 as very strong support over the next week or so. Hey, thank you for pointing that out. Next question is Triple M, 1, 2, 3. Triple M should be up today. No, it's -1. I don't see anything in multinational 3M company. It just doesn't seem to be doing anything. 200.19 down 2 cents. But UTX has actually done a lot better. It's kind of the leader out of my Dow quartet. It's acting well. It's holding the 9-period moving average. Not acting fantastically, but it's off the 115.40 real longs from 119s, trading at 124.82. I like it a lot in terms of the short-term trend. The reason why I wanted to buy it is if there's a consolidation, and throughout that consolidation, UTX does not take out an entry point of 119.77. I'm not sure that can happen. It's probably going to take it out. But if it holds, that says we've got some leadership into the next phase of the market. Just one step at a time. 5-point profit is not bad, 4-point profit. Next question is IYT. IYT, here we go. This is the iShares Transportation Index. Very nice. A, single leg A, pulls back. Let me show you in Chapman wave notation. There's the low that was made in April. Has a screaming move to the upside. A. That becomes an A minus. Why? Because you had an A minus failure here and a minus A failure there. Now it's gone. From the low that was made at about 181 something, there goes peak A, peak B, gray peak B, gray peak C. No, this is now a buy mode. IYT is in a buy mode in the daily, not the weekly. Weekly is still right in between, kind of stuck, but it is improving. So let me just say that if the IYT by Tuesday, I don't want it by tomorrow. I want to go all the way to Tuesday, Wednesday at this time. No, Tuesday at this time. If the IYT Transportation Index has pushed above 197.50, that's very nice action. That really is good action. If it pulls back and suddenly at 194.30 right now, it closes under 191, I have to say, nope. What's failing? Let's look at the XAL with the next question. Oh, a lot of questions. XAL, don't type it in there. Type it in here. Trying to bounce yesterday. No, did bounce yesterday. Stuck today. You know, the airlines. I didn't want to do any buying in the airline index, any of the airlines, because they really look like they've been battered. This is not good. Not good action at all. So we've got one more section coming up, because that's the one that I tried to do a quick wrap. Dow is down 41, S&P's down 0.58. I'll be right back.
One of the keys to success in anything is the ability to make new distinctions. So what new distinctions are you making to achieve even more success in your life? When it comes to trading and investing, I wanted to become the best of the best, which is why I went on to make new distinctions. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest have been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as the #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 in gold. On Wednesday, May 23rd at 5 p.m., I'm going to share with subscribers one of my newest distinctions, which is how to follow the money and do so with multiple currencies. You see, money has to flow somewhere, and with the world getting smaller and smaller each day, you and I can identify exactly where most of the money in the world is flowing. Sign up for Mastering Probability by coming to the homepage of TFNN.com to begin your 30-day money-back guarantee trial membership and learn the exact tools that I use to time the markets. And if you can't attend live, don't worry, because the workshop will be archived on your members page for the next 30 days. Sign up today.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Steve Rhodes. Stay tuned for another great hour of the Trader's Edge, heard here at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, folks, Steve Rhodes coming up. Should be a great hour. And then you've got Dave White. You've got Tom O'Brien. Today's Thursday. You've got Andy Heck. So a couple of quick questions came in. Thank you, Pat. Yes, BDI. I don't have it in TradeStation as BDI, but I just went to the, can I find it? Yep, there it is. I went to stock charts, and there it is. There's the weekly chart. It made a peak D and it pulled back. Then it made another peak D, pulled back, and now at 1468. It's rallying, and I'm watching this closely. Why? Because if the Baltic Dry Index actually starts to go in this particular chart, if it gets to the 1820s, it's at 1468. That's a long way to go. But if it does that in the month of June, besides the fact that it's the summer and a bunch of other things that we can talk about, I'm thinking that this is part of what we're looking at in the inflation area. We'll talk about that tomorrow, Technical Friday. I'll make a note of that. Let's move out of that. Should I do this real quickly? Do I have time? Yes, I have time. I'm going to go to, this is the one that I want to look at. No, I can't do it now. So let's look at, I don't know where Bitcoin is trading right now. I'm always asked about that. GBTC, well, I'll look at that. GBTC had a nice bounce, but it's still stuck. Look, that resistance, that down channel. I would say that maybe Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, it'll have a quick bounce out of the channel towards the 1440s. It's trading at 1381 right now, because this channel is a potent channel. You got to be careful. So that's that. I've got another minute to go. Question. Oh, LOXO and LOXO, and that's what Paul wants to know about LOXO. LOXO is a symbol for something or other. A LOXO Oncology, Oncology Inc. It's trading at 165.06. He says, I entered LOXO this morning, an average of 162 is trading 165.06. Good entry. Took half off at 170 average. I'm thinking of closing the rest yet. 100. Oh, you want to do a short-term trade? Do I have time? A, B, C, D, A, B, C. They say 164.99. This is what I'm going to tell you to do. You've got just enough time. Give yourself a 1.50 stop. No, take off a little bit right now. Give yourself a trading stop of $1.35 and move it up all the way. We'll follow it again tomorrow. I think it has a chance, just because of the way it's acting, of retesting the high of today by tomorrow. Congratulations. Good trade. I'll be back later with Tom O'Brien. Have a great day.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics, including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.